Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 125 of Modern Skyblock 3, where I am getting awfully close to some Awakened Draconium awesomeness. We are working towards the Draconium Awakened Singularity, which I really hope I can duplicate because it is taking a surprisingly long time to make 30,000 of these, 4 at a time. So this thing is cooking right along, doing its Awakened Draconium thing. It's working great. The automation is beautiful. It's working perfectly. It's just we need a lot of blocks. That's really what it is. We really need a lot. So it's just taking a bit to kind of get there. So I'm kind of helping along with my, awakened dudes here. Can we make, that was 1854. Cool. So we've got like 10K. So if I wanted like, a stack-ish, yeah, that should cruise right along. Nice. So I'm kind of just, trying to help this thing along, but we have to wait on that a little bit. So let's recap while we're there, right? So singularity-wise, I'm 95% sure that last episode I got all set with singularities, right? And we have pages upon pages of singularities here. So what I'm thinking I might want to do is get ready for, the big infinity catalyst creation. And I'm really super duper extra triple guaranteed to pray that infinity catalysts are dupable by calculator. Because if they're not, this is suddenly going to become a very difficult process. Or at the very least, maybe, the infinity ingots will be. That would be cool if infinity ingots were dupable. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, right? So let's think about how I want to handle the singularity thing, right? So singularities should be craftable here. What we could... No. No. So there's no way to get auto-crafting going with Avaritia that I can think of, right? Because this thing doesn't support more than 9 different types of items as an input, right? Just, nope, doesn't work, right? So I can't even have it like dump all the required singularities into a single place. Just not going to work. Just not, nope. Just a big old nope. So what I'm going to need to do is basically have each of these singularities crafted. And speaking of and crafting, 3.9 billion is where I am EMC-wise. The red matter furnaces that we are duping are they're just doing a lovely job. I am very proud of my red matter furnaces and how duped up they are. It's just great. It's lovely to see, and I'm proud of them, right? We're getting lots of these, and this thing is still getting close, right? See how long it's taken? It takes a long time. Long time. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It's definitely faster than it would be otherwise. I'm just really hoping I can either dupe the singularity, because it doesn't have an EMC value, remember? Right? So the awakened singularity doesn't have an EMC value. It's the only singularity that doesn't have an EMC value. So A, I really hope it's dupable. And if it's not, then I'm really hoping the infinity catalyst is dupable with calculator. So let's do this. Let's real quick test creating a singularity. This should work, right? Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. 36 million. And if I wanted to get a little bit crazy with the MC duping, right, we would pick one of these things and see if we could dupe it, like meteoric iron and singularity, right? So that's actually quite a lot of EMC there. 281 million. Are you not capable of doing this? You say available for everything. Yep, you can. Sweet. So can I don't think I can dupe this thing, right? Am I right about that? I feel like I'm right about that. Right? Oh, I can dupe meteoric iron. Okay, that's funny. That's... Okay. Today we learned... Questions, anyone? Anybody have any questions about that? So how about vibrant alloy, right? Like what's some other big number ones, right? Oh, refined obsidian. That's a big number. That's a billion. That's a billion. Refined obsidian singularity. Is that dupable? I mean, one has to find out these things. Yeah, no, it totally is. Okay. Any questions? Any questions at all? Oh, this pack is... It gets ridiculous and fun at the same time towards the end here, right? So we're totally going to have to craft this thing by hand, right? Which stinks a little bit. I don't even know how we're going to manage it. But we'll figure it out, right? So you're getting like super close to having what you need here. But in terms of EMC, I don't think we'll ever have problems, right? We can now make 4 billion EMC per cycle instead of 10 million, right? So like, we're good. We are good. I might even want like more of these things. Does this have an EMC value? It does, but it's like stored, right? So like tier 8. Tier 7. You know what we could do? I don't think... You know what? I would have to teach it, right? And I'm assuming that when I do that, right? If I take you out and I put you here, you've learned that, right? And then I can do that. So now you, sir, should come online. Stored EMC 0. Oh wow, look at that. Cool. When I did that, it wiped out its internal EMC storage. Well, that's interesting. Isn't that interesting? But at least we now have a lot of capacity for EMC. I don't care that it lost that, because we just reviewed how like stupid amounts of EMC we have, right? We just talked about how stupid we have in terms of EMC amounts. Like I can fill that up in seconds by duping that refined obsidian singularity thing, right? So now we're back to having lots of EMC. Cool. In fact, you know, I don't know if I have to like tome linked. Yay. Let's even do this, right? Boom. I'm assuming that you worked, right? Yeah, you did. Booyah. Nice. Nice. Hilarious and nice at the same time. So, come on, Awakened Singularity, let's do things. Wow, we are actually really close. We are a couple hundred away. So about 5 minutes or so. So I guess the first thing I'll want to do is make sure that we have all the singularities, and then I'm going to want like a chest. So let's get like a big chest, an alchemical chest, as it were. And I'm going to prep this right here, and that's where I'm going to store all my singularities. So I guess a cool trick to start with would be, let's get the refined obsidian singularity. 122 million, 1.4. Just out of curiosity, is there an even stronger singularity that we can dupe? So that's obviously 1 billion. It's kind of hard to see. 1.4 hop graphite. No, that's 140. Never mind. Yeah, that's 1 billion EMC. That's ridiculous. Emerald, maybe? Yeah, there's 2 billion. That would be my guess, right? Emerald singularities. So can I do that bad boy? So let's actually, like, take you out of here for a minute, right? So Emerald does not go in. That's funny. It's funny that some of them... So Emerald is from Avaricia. So that, I bet, is the difference. Avaricia might be blacklisted, but Jaopka maybe is not blacklisted, and that's why. So, like, I would guess that Draconium singularities would work, or any of these, right? But Emerald, no. Charged Certus, Aquamarine. None of these things seem to be too huge, except for the refined guy. So I think we'll stick with refined obsidian, right? So there we go. We are now duping refined obsidian instead of anything else. Cool. So what we'll see is this getting duped, and eventually we'll have a backlog that'll start filling up the alchemical chest. Cool. And we can use these refined obsidians to do our thing. Cool. Are you done yet? Come on, you're so close. So let's do this. Can I get 32 sounds like a good number. How much can the tablet hold? Is this in billion that it's holding? Yeah, so he's currently holding 61 billion EMC. Not a bad number. Not a bad number at all. I mean, we've got 5.5 billion in here, but we're holding 61 billion in the tablet. So let's go through. What I'm going to do is put away anything that I don't need to have in my person at this moment. Right? I do want to hang on to the quest book. And maybe a few other things. Like, this thing's a bauble, right? So can I put that away? Perfect. The rest of the stuff, I think this thing's technically a bauble too. Yeah. I don't even know why I'm carrying both. How's that for a question, right? Why do I have the draconic flux capacitor and the flux singular? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing, guys. I'm not a professional at this. It did it. It made it. Awaken Draconium Singularity. Okay, so for you, for a sec, set that to that. So here's the big test. You ready? Yay, it works! It works! It does the thing! Woot! I say to thee, woot! I say to thee. That's really good news. At the very least, if I can't dupe, right, because that is Jeopka, right? So that makes sense that I can dupe these. Now my guess is that I can't, maybe Avaricia, the mod, is blacklisted. So any singularities that come from the mod can't be duped, telling me I probably can't dupe infinity catalysts, which will make me a little sad. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right? Not a big deal. So now you're gonna start filling this guy up. That is cool. That is cool. Okay, good deal. Good deal. All right, so put these things away. You're going to just start filling up with Awakened Draconium dudes, and you're going to fill up with these guys. Cool. So out of curiosity, like, how much can you even store? A lot, apparently, because I'm at 315 billion. So now, let's go through and actually get all the singularities that we're going to need. Right? So hopefully... Oh, that's going to be a nuisance. That is really going to be a nuisance, isn't it? Because I can't shift click them, otherwise I'll get a stack, right? And that's no good, right? Wow, that's a lot of pages. All right, I guess I'll do this bit off camera. Luckily, it seems like they're staying in the right order here. So I'll kind of just do this off camera for a minute. And then we'll come back once I've gotten all the singularities we need, and then start tackling what's next, right? So back in a sec. All right, so I believe that's all the singularities I need, right? So that's cool. So now we're going to need dark matter and light matter blocks, and we're also going to need a chaotic core, right? So should be able to craft one of these pretty easily. So dark matter block, that's from Project E. I want the dark matter. Missing tungsten steel ingots. You don't have an EMC value. That's a bummer. Do we not know how to make tungsten steel? I feel like that's something that we did. We have a tungsten chicken and a tungsten steel chicken. We have space tungsten ingots. Tungsten ore, block of tungsten. I feel like that was something like we cooled off. I remember making like exactly enough when we needed it back in the day, but it was something like in here, right? So this thing is made... hot tungsten steel, fluid transposer, or in here, right? Vacuum freezer. Yes. Yes, vacuum freezer, right? Yes. Hot tungsten steel is made with tungsten and steel ingots. Oh, well, that makes sense. So tungsten, steel. Where's my actual steel ingot? This has an EMC value, right? That's better. So do you have an EMC? No. Can you work? Yes, with the caveat of power being an issue. Still faster than not, though, so I'll take it. Just grabbing that hot tungsten steel ingot with my hands. Because Steve. And that's nice and quick. Beautiful. Okay, so now you should be able to make some more dark matter for me. Let's say just make 10. Why not? Does dark matter have an EMC value? I didn't check that. No, it doesn't. Okay. Light matter, I remember us having a lot of. So you're still cooking a little bit, buddy. So you're working on all that stuff. Okay, I see. Neat. You're making Enderium, huh? Doesn't Enderium have an EMC value? What I should do, honestly, is just, you know, anything that has an EMC value, take the recipe out. So if you don't know how to make it, then you don't know how to make it, right? So like if I got rid of this recipe, it would no longer need to actually do this in order to make its stuff. But, oh well. You're not like gummed up or anything, are you? A bucket of resonant ender. Oh, you are. Molten copper is in there. That's better. Cool. All right, now we've got enough dark matter to do that. And then our chaotic core, good, crafted successfully. So you guys go in there. Next order of business. So we need diamond lattice, crystal matrix, and each of the neutrons, right? So 1, 2, 3. Diamond lattice, which for some reason doesn't have an EMC value. Oh good, we have a crystal matrix already. So those are those guys, right? We need the endest pearl. Oh, wow. So it's going to be ends. Does this have an EMC value? It does. Cool. So nether star, a bunch of end stone. Huzzah. Cool. And then if I want, I can learned. Hey, quest complete. A black hole. I've been told not to throw that in my base. Ultimate stew, cosmic meatballs, and record fragments. Now, yes, cool. So do we have records? I would hope so. Do we really not have any records? I wonder if blank records work for that. Actually, it's called music disc. Ah, good. We do have a bunch of those. Sweet. I was gonna say. So we'll pop one of these dudes in here. Cool. So last step would be ultimate stew and cosmic meatballs. Wow, ultimate stew is a lot of things. And cosmic meatballs ain't so bad. Did we make those already? I feel like we made those already. Didn't we make those? So I need raw beef, raw chicken, raw pork chop, raw rabbit. Raw beef, excuse me, my friends. Raw pork chop. Meatballs is raw beef, raw chicken, raw pork chop, raw rabbit, and raw fish. We have rabbit jerky. But I don't know that we have raw rabbit. Are there rabbits in here somewhere? I don't see any, right? Is there a way to, like, spawn a rabbit by chance? A dwarf rabbit. How about Pam's Market? I don't know where, if I don't have one, a market might be. I might have one of these somewhere, but today we're learning. Hey! Look at that. Come here, buddy. Hey, where'd you go? Don't run away from me, I just want to kill you. Haha. Learned. Sweet. And I guess while I'm at it, might as well teach you that. Alright, so that should be cosmic meatballs, along with the neutronium pile. Huzzah! And it has an EMC value, so that's cool. So we can get a stack of it in case we want to eat it, which we can't eat right now because we're full. But hey, we got the meatballs, so that's what counts. So then the last thing is the ultimate stew, which... Ouch, my brain. It hurts. It hurts. That's going to be a lot of farming, isn't it? Just a little bit. So it looks like we've got some stuff in there from Pam's. Is that like basically anything from Pam's? Or is it any kind of bean? And that's a lemon or a lemon from forestry or Pam's. Ah, I see. So it's or dictionarying the Pam's and the forestry stuff. Cool. Well, some of them have EMC values and some don't. It looks like forestry things do and Pam's does not. Not the end of the world, because I'm sure a lot of this stuff... Basically what we're going to have to do is grow this. Does this have an EMC value? It does not. That's a shame. So what we're going to need to do is get each of these seeds that we're going to need, grow them, and kind of go from there. So I guess what we're going to want is a bunch of emeralds. Thanks, buddy. And we're going to just go down the list, right? Now, the annoying part of this is just figuring out everything we need. I wonder... Alright, so what I'm going to basically have to do is make sure that for everything that I can, right, we're going to have to go through the ultimate stew recipe and just say, like, carrot, beetroot, potato, right? So carrot, beetroot, potato. I'm going to make sure that the tablet knows all of these things. Okay, and then I'm going to put them in this thing. And we're just going to go right down the line. Apple, melon, pumpkin, cactus. Apple, melon. Can I put these back into this? Right, and you make the ultimate stew, right? Yes, melon. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. I feel like you were collecting pumpkins for me. Hooray! I was correct about that. And cactus, right? So you can be burned up. Apple, melon, pumpkin you just learned. Cactus. Sweet. So I'm gonna have to do that a lot off camera right now. Now the next trick, obviously, is we're about to run out of vanilla items that I probably already have, and we're gonna have to get into the Pam stuff. So what I'm gonna do is just buy the seed with Pam's, and then we're going to grow the seed with bone meal, and then we're going to actually, do you have bone meal? You don't have bone meal? Come on. Okay, and then we will get the item and add it to the chest. So I'm going to do that a real lot right now off camera. New plan. Buy all the things from Pam's, and then you can find what you're looking for in JEI. and stuff. Ta-da! Now I've got, well, it should be in there, all the seeds and all the saplings as needed. So that instead of having, so like before I was like, I'm just gonna have to go through here and find, for example, the next thing I need in here is cherries and broccoli, right? So now I can just go here and be like, hey, cherry and broccoli, and we're good to go. I can pop this dude over here. Do I want to just like, these? As you can see, I literally got all the things. Does this have the MC value? It totally does. So guess what we're gonna do? No more trees in the middle of my base, because they have an EMC value. I don't need to grow them anymore. Tier 14 seeds. Quest complete. Cool. And then like, so maybe... Hey, that's actually kind of perfect. Water? Bucket. Bucket. And then we're gonna want the till the earth thingy, the hoe. The till the earth thingy. Dire, please. Right, so like you here, we've got broccoli, right? And then you here, we've got cherries, right? And then I can chop this down and potentially, you know, so these guys don't have an EMC value, so they're just gonna have to go like that, right? And then we can put this away. Hopefully, wow, that EMC, that stew is not, ooh, that's gonna be trouble. So broccoli, what's interesting about that is I didn't get a seed when I broke that broccoli plant, did I? It's interesting, right? Shouldn't that have something? Weird. And then that was also the cherry tree, right? So if I wanted to make one of those, I would need some extra cherries around an existing sapling. What I'm thinking I should do, call me crazy, but I want to make sure I have extra of all the resources I need. That might be cherry. Nope, that's apple. There we go. And the reason I want to do this is just in case I can't, you know, do the thing, right? So that's cool, because I can't dupe those at least. Some of those I can dupe, others I can't. Well, actually, none of them I can, because the rest of them are all Pams, aren't they? So yeah, none of this has an EMC value, nor does this. So in the event, because I'm still not sure if I can dupe Infinity Catalysts or not. If I can't dupe Infinity Catalysts, this is going to be very painful for me. Like, very painful for me. Oh, and we still haven't even gotten to Creative Essence, but that doesn't look so bad. It's just some Insanium Essence. I can get that. That's easy. So yeah, let me continue with this path, right? So the next thing to get would be walnuts, pears, and dates. So walnut, pear, and date. Cool. And what I'll do is make sure to get enough of these, you know, such that, cool. And then let's get a better axe. Don't I have like, did I make the axe from whatchamacallit? Yeah, there it is, Draconic Axe. Sweet. Cool. All right, and then you. And then you. So now we've got some extras of all these things. We'll put one of each in here. I'm just showing you guys the process, right? And then we put the rest away. And in the future, if I have to make another, for example, walnut tree, I have enough walnuts such that I can craft a new walnut tree. Cool? So I'm going to do the rest of this off camera. Is it wrapping up point? The answer to that is yes. So let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. I'll do all this between episodes, and then we'll come back next time and craft the Infinity Catalyst, which hopefully I can dupe. And if I can, smooth sailing. If I can't, nightmares and rage and frustration and sadness. But hopefully I can dupe it. For now, Darwin signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.